Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Google Search News. I hope life is treating you reasonably well wherever you are. I'm your host today, John Mueller. Wow, it's already September, and of course, I have some updates for you. Today, there's news about e-commerce, search ranking, Search Console, and more. So let's get started. E-commerce in search has grown significantly. Whether you're selling products directly or working with merchants indirectly, we've got some updates for you. First up is structured data for pros and cons. These annotations can help users to see a high-level summary of a review. It's shown in Search Directly. You can find out more in our Search Developers documentation. Recently, we announced expanded eligibility for some product experiences from the use of structured data. The features include the Shopping Knowledge Panel, popular products, and features in Google Images and Lens. We updated the documentation and added a new merchant listings report to Search Console. Additionally, there are a bunch of new e-commerce-related videos here on the channel too. They're YouTube Shorts, perfect for getting a dose of SEO while on the run. And now, over to ranking updates. In August, we launched the start of a series of improvements to Google Search. The goal is to help people to find great content made by and for people. We call it the Helpful Content Update. We published a series of recommendations for creators. In short, focus on people-first content and avoid search engine-first content. The full details are on Search Central and the Google blog. This update is a site-wide signal, and the process is fully automated. For affected sites, improvements will be taken into account over time. This change is currently for searches in English. If you have questions about this update, please post in our help community. On the subject of ranking updates, we have a page that's dedicated to keeping track of them. The sample of updates which we list here are bigger changes where we have guidance to help site owners. If you're wondering about specific updates, we hope this list with dates helps you to narrow things down. And now, over to Search Console. Google Search Console helps explain how a website is doing in Google Search and gives site owners information on potential issues and areas for improvement. If you're not using Search Console, I recommend giving it a shot. New is a video indexing report. This helps you to determine which videos were indexed and what might be preventing the others from being indexed. In addition to this report, we enhanced the URL inspection tool to give you information about videos. Also new is an HTTPS report. Sites use HTTPS to securely communicate with users. It authenticates the website and protects the privacy and integrity of transmitted data. HTTPS is a part of the page experience ranking factor. With the new report, it's easier to recognize any issues blocking a page from being served securely. It's gradually rolling out over time. Over the last month, we have simplified the way that we classify pages, items, and issues in Search Console. This makes it easier to focus on critical issues that affect your site's visibility in search and to better prioritize your work. Finally, we announced that the geo-targeting setting and the hreflang report in Search Console are going away. hreflang annotations continue to be supported, and you can find all the recommendations for managing multilingual and multi-regional sites in our documentation. Moving on to some neat non-Google things. If you're getting started in the world of SEO, Jackie Chu shared a list of interview questions for SEOs. Interviews are stressful for both sides. Jackie picked some great questions for you to try out and to build on. And then, once you're in, it's time to build an SEO strategy. Tom Critchlow has a great write-up on how to work on SEO strategically. Whether you're working on a big company's website or just starting on your blog, I'd recommend checking it out. And while you're here, I have a bunch of shorter updates to share. We're experimenting with a new format for our SEO office hours to try to answer your questions around search. Take a listen and tell us what you think. In July, the Search Quality Rater Guidelines were updated. The quality raters help us to evaluate our algorithms. If you're curious about what we consider, then check that out. In our developer documentation, we added information about how many bytes of HTML Googlebot will crawl. While this doesn't affect most sites, it's cool trivia to mention to developers. It's 15 megabytes, by the way. We also added best practices for feeds for the follow feature in Google Discover. This feature is currently available in English in the US. And that's all for this time, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the Google Search News. I hope things have been going reasonably well for you this year, and I'm looking forward to catching up here again in the near future. Please drop any feedback and comments here. I always read them all. And if you subscribe to this channel, we'll make sure to let you know when another episode is ready. Bye, everyone.